1966.
Wow, y'all really just gonna let me sit here quiet, aren't you? What's up, everybody? How is it going today? Say hey to the chat. Gap. I guess he's missing his woman. What's up, Gap? Yeah, if you didn't check out the stream yesterday, did a VTuber takeover and craziness ensued. Hello, Fate. What is up, my friend? All right. So, like every other Sunday, this is a open mic. Link is in the stream or in the chat below, or yeah, it's in the chats. I can do things. Where's it at? There it is. Let's see. Yeah, I can actually put it in the description as well. Haha. I know how to do things. What's up, everyone? Awesome Sunday, is it not? And to be honest with you, I don't really have all that much prepared for today. Today has been well, I won't exactly say busy, but it's been a day. And news or really anything that I would find interesting is, well, lacking, to say the least. Let's see, screen share that. But I did want to share what comics would be coming out for this next week. Not today, man. Although I did find one. Oh wow, it was dirty. Yeah, so this is what we got coming out next week, or this upcoming week. I'm really interested in Batman, not just because I want to get into some new or to some Batman stories, because White Knight will be ending soon. What was it? It's this month's episode, or no, last month was number 3, so we're on 4. But I'm interested in actually 125, because this one 125, a new team's going to start taking over Batman, and just looking at the preview of it, looks really, really good. Look, Jim Lee's doing a variant cover. See, yeah, dude. Like I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. Now I can see everything. It's looking real good, man. What's up, Germ? How you doing? Oh, we got a wild fate to appear. How you doing, man?
Hey,
Hey.
did you see the Gotham Knights trailer?
Oh God, yes, I actually did. I
Cute.
I don't know if cute is the word for that. That was, oh my God. It literally looked like the beginning to a really bad teen drama.
So it's like Gothamdale.
Yeah, right.
There was crickets in the trailer. I don't know if you heard.
There was.
Yeah.
We'll have to go. We'll have to go check that out.
There's a scene like right in the middle where Bruce's son, not Damien, is talking, and there's crickets.
Wow, dude, what's up with this Thor? I don't know what Marvel's
that's the new
doing
Hulk?
lately. I guess this is a series, Banner of War Part 4. I don't understand how Thor becomes Hulk.
They're just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks.
This is dude, I don't get it. You know, the idea sounds cool in concept, but then it's like when you really think about it, it's like, well, aren't you kind of neutering the characters by trying to make two characters one?
Yeah, it's a demotion, right? Like,
yeah,
you can't write your characters. I mean, I don't understand. Like, it's like putting Miles Morales and everything just to try to make something work.
Yeah, Derm. I think Dragon Ball Super. I hate the name of this movie. It's Dragon Ball Super Superheroes. Yeah, I think it got a release. Let's see. Gotham Knight trailer meets. Yeah. Riverdale meets Gossip Girl. Yeah.
What up, Chuck?
Big Chuck. What up, man?
And Nate Dogg.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with their characters, man. They're throwing them everywhere. I've still got to go pick up Amazing Spider-Man #2 and see if it's getting any better.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, the first one was a little iffy, but I don't know. Like, I want to give it a chance just because I really, really like Spider-Man, but there's just something about these covers that don't look very Spider-Man to me. Like, even the art in the books aren't really Spider-Man, because when I think Spider-Man, I think of the very not elongated, but the contortionist type Spider-Man, where the body is just very flexible. And just from the artist, like, these are all like very static images where he's not really doing much, and it's very not Spider-Man to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The covers look nice though. Like, they did a Green Goblin. Oh, actually, I could have showed that. They did a Green Goblin or Hobgoblin. Dang it, I can't remember. It was, yeah, that was the cover for the second issue. Okay, here it is. Yeah, the Hobgoblin. I really liked that cover and wish I could have found it. Surprisingly, it sold better than the first one sold, because there's, like, at my local, there's still a lot of #1s sitting around, and a lot of the variant covers, and they're nowhere. kind of feel like I need to get into Venom too because I've heard somewhat good things about it.
Well, I commend you on tackling the modern comic book, man. That's great. I'm proud of you.
Proud of me. You're so funny. And because it's June, right?
No, I mean that's good, man, because there are still good comics out there, man.
There are. I almost want to get into this because this is like DC, the Justice League big event.
Yeah.
For the summer, the Dark Crisis. They make it look so good, but they also don't make it a lot of sense. I mean, even just from this cover, I don't get the whole having two lanterns things. That's I don't like it.
Yeah.
And obviously this is not Clark. This is going to be old it's John, right?
Yeah, it's got to be Jonathan Kent.
Yeah. And from what I've come to understand about like what Dark Crisis is supposed to attempt to do, is it supposed to attempt to replace all the old Justice Leaguers and use the new crew. And this is going to be a Justice League apparently without Batman because apparently Batman does not want to be a part of the Justice League.
Sounds lucrative.
Yeah, I mean it's not that far-fetched because I know there was a point to where Batman didn't think the Justice League could do any good anymore and either bowed out or refused to be a part of it, but he was always one of the founding members.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, if this is supposed to be the team, that means you have a team with Shazam, Black Adam, whatever this Robin is back here.
Yeah.
Don't know which Flash this is. I'm going to assume it's going to be Wally, though. Nightwing. I'm guessing this is some Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the female Green Lantern, I know a little bit about her just from I think it was the movie they had with her in it. She seemed pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
I have her first comic or whatever. They gave it to you. The graphic novel, the Green Lantern graphic novel.
Right? Spawn 30. I got to get caught up on this, but gosh dang, these long running books are going to be hard to get like caught up on everything.
Yeah, I usually just go topical, man. Like I'll read a bunch of Batman, and then I'm reading Star Wars and Batman right now.
Oh yeah, I mean the good thing about it is that they've actually been putting together compendiums to where you don't have to go get like just the single books, and it does like the first 50 or 100 comics, I think.
Yeah, the omnibus.
Yeah. And Image does really well at pricing them like great to where they're not too overly priced, but you feel like you're getting a lot. It's like, oh, you get the first 5, 6, 7 years of comics for $40-$50. I tell you, they are trying to whore Batman out. I mean, how many books does he have right now? Flashpoint Beyond, which is basically them revisiting Bruce's dad's Batman for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Batman Killing Time. I don't know what this Marauders is, but it looks like something involving X-Men. Legion of X. Chat's getting away from me. Let's see. You showed up. You funny Gap. It's Decepticon. What's up, my friend? Dinesh Shem. Okay, you're speaking Latin to me now. And autograph. Ooh, Phil's here.
Yay!
What's up, Phil? See what? Oh yeah, that's right. Phil was going through all the Stargate.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
I gotta commend him, man, because he's doing what his friends do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Oh, yeah.
what you do. You do what your friends like, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Are there 2 movies? Okay.
Oh, they got a Stargate channel on Pluto now. That's cool.
Oh, okay. Now I have been reading this Batman Beyond Neon Year.
Okay.
It's all right. The art's good. I don't know about the story yet because it's apparently taking place after Bruce's death.
Yeah.
And Terry's having to find his killer, and he only has a year to do it. So it's like I was only able to pick up the second one because my store didn't have the first one, so I got to get them to reorder it. But I don't know. It was weird. It was like definitely not jumping into the second. I wouldn't suggest jumping into the second one because it starts with Terry trying to hunt down some being that's able to stay off grid because he's having to stay out of the sight of the Overlord city because of all the technology that's there is, facial recognition and stuff like that. So he's having to go like low tech and changes, like ditch the bat suits. And it's just, like I said, it's just really weird because even in the second book, they didn't really explain a whole lot. Like half of it was him just preparing to be invisible to the city. So I'm still on the fence about it.
Yeah.
They gave Poison Ivy her own book. DC Pride. I think I'm actually. Is that? No, that's not the one that I was going to pick up and check out. Like some of the Savage Avengers, Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Hey, Monkey Prince. That's I guess taking on the Goku from Journey to the West.
Yeah.
Let's see, catch up on chat just a little bit. I have to say, so loving to see the other channels are open mics are fun, dude. Is it time for? Oh, it is. It's past time for me to drop that link again. Wow, time just flies when you're talking about stuff. Hassan Terrell, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. Now, I would expect everyone to pick this up because didn't everybody want to know more about Chrysanthemum from Book of Boba?
Chrysanthemum. Yeah,
Chrysanthemum. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was awesome. His entrance was like I was curious to find out what they would do with him, and he tore someone's arm off. and that that was probably the best part about Boba Fett. And then
Right.
it really wasn't much except for Mando's stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you get a entire comic dedicated to the character, although it kind of looks like it's going to be a one shot because at least the site that I'm on is not giving you next issue. So, I mean, it might be a pickup, especially if you're, want to know more about the character and Star Wars fan and whatnot.
Yeah.
See, trying to look to see what it has here. Now experience the stories that made him a legend. The deadly Wookiee bounty hunter called Chrysanthemum is almost unstoppable, but you can get him on your side for the desert world of Tatooine.
Oh, okay. So they're going to be on Tatooine again?
Oh yeah, everything's on Tatooine. Just desert planets.
Is there a Pizza Hut there too? Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Dude, there's probably everything's on Tatooine.
Man,
Obi-Wan, Vader, Boba,
Star Wars.
Right?
I mean, I tell you, I'm so sick of seeing that damn planet.
I know. I mean, are you going to be able to go back and watch the original trilogy and look at it and be like, man, I hate this fucking planet?
I know, right? I mean,
yeah.
When he buried his lightsabers, I was like, I'm done. But then I was like, no, I kind of want to watch it, so I'm watching it. But I still are they going to go back? Why did he bury his lightsabers? Why,
dude? Okay, so this is I'm reading into this, and apparently Chrysanthemum might be fighting Chewie.
They have fought.
Oh, they have fought. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. What were we talking about? I get off track very easy.
Well, Gap was talking about lightsabers buried in the dirt.
Oh
thinking,
yeah.
Well, of course, Obi-Wan buried him in the dirt. Anakin can't stand, man.
Right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I actually, I kind of like it. I kind of like Obi-Wan, but I won't switch the topics off of new comics, which I have no idea what's going on because to me they're horrible and that artwork sucks.
To be honest, I like the artwork in a lot of them because
they're a good one.
Like I enjoy just this one right here. I actually enjoy the artwork for Teen Justice. I don't mind the whole gender switch thing because I have been more or less an anime guy for the last 20 or so years, and they do that kind of crap all the time. And I mean, even DC and them have done gender switches.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't mind about the gender stuff either. It's just have a good story. Don't throw it in our face. Don't preach at us. Just give us something really good.
That's 100% what I want all the time.
I just want to be lectured. Just beat me with your word.
I'm actually going to pick this up to see if the story's any good.
I saw a Blade Runner one too. Anybody read it? Where was it?
Right. Down. It was like Blade Runner. There it is. Yeah.
Wow, they're up at number 12.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll go and look at some of the previous. I just watched that movie like a couple weeks ago too, for the first time.
What did you think?
You're probably not going to like it. I really felt it was kind of slow.
No.
And at a place. Like I get the concepts that they're using in it and they're cool. And I think it was definitely the movie is an inspiration to a lot of stuff that we watch today. I can tell you that.
Sure. But
I don't know. I don't feel it was Ford's best work, and the visuals were great, but I mean, it just, like I said, it was just slow. Like I kind of judge things a little bit on how well my attention stays because I mean I've got my phone right at hand, and if I start going to if I'm not looking up stuff for the movie, like ooh how'd they do that or who's this actor or something, and it's like more I'm looking for other things, like I'm playing on Twitter or looking at YouTube videos while having that play in the background. It's just not keeping my attention.
See, I just
Well-
asked if Matt, did you fall asleep?
I did.
or-
I did.
Well, if 66 says he fell asleep during something, I take that as a good indicator that it's probably a good show.
Right? Right?
He's like,
I
I fell
fell-
asleep. So you're saying I should watch it?
Right.
Well,
I mean, I fell asleep in Mission Impossible. I fall asleep when they're doing the whole break-in scene, and that's where I check out at.
I fell asleep in Star Trek, but that's because I drove all the way from Virginia to Atlanta to see my best friend and wait for her to get off of work, and then she wanted to go do stuff, and she had to wait an extra hour and a half past the movie because they let me sleep in the movie during the movie. And an hour and a half later, they came and woke me up. I was like, oh. And she's like, what the hell? But I fell asleep. It took me 3 times to watch Dune. And
Oh, wow.
then Blade Runner 2049, it took me twice because I fell asleep halfway through it because it was kind of slow.
It is.
Right. Dude, check this G.I. Joe cover out.
Oh, man. I saw a G.I. Joe figure
looks
today.
good.
That looks good. I saw.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have picked it up, and I'll tell you why I didn't.
Serpentor.
It was a 12-inch G.I. Joe, but it was only $13, but it had that plastic vest with G.I. Joe on it. And I thought the guy who's selling it at the flea market thing, that it was not real. Because I don't know how to tell if the figure, 12-inch figure, whatever, is real, except for the Star Wars figures and some other ones. But
Okay.
I love G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I
G.I. Joe, an American hero.
kind of want to start picking up the comics.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's I think it's is it Gary from Pop Culture Minefield? I believe it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah, I think he's drawn a cover or two for
He
the
has.
G.I. Joe comics.
He has, and he showed. He had Frank Frazetta. Frank Frazetta art.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
He had his-
I'm not clue on, but
Oh,
go ahead.
You recognize it. You would
You've
I
got to
probably
go.
will.
You got to go look it up. Gary had Frank Frazetta's granddaughter on Friday.
Okay.
And showed all her grandpa's artwork, and she's an artist in her own right. And it was, I get goose pimples just talking about it. It just, his artwork and all the stuff, it just blows you'll recognize it as soon as you see it.
Let's see. We'll
I'll put a link in the chat.
I mean, it is
in
outstanding.
private. Oh, I can share my screen if you want to see it.
I just went to this
You got it.
website. Yeah.
It's
mean,
old,
look at
like
that.
he did old Conan stuff, artistry. And
See,
stuff
can
like that.
I? Yeah, I can zoom in. Okay. That is ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, I'm not much of an artist or art critic, but I mean, using whites and blacks and being able to get that out of it, Jesus Christ,
Oh, this is
that's
nothing.
cool.
He
Yeah, that's
did.
nothing.
He did Vampirella
Ah.
too.
Yeah, Vampirella.
Let's see.
He did Battlestar Galactica. They had asked him to do Star Wars, but his granddaughter said he's told them no because they wouldn't let him keep. He tells the Star Wars people no because you won't let me keep my original artwork. And then ABC said, well, since you turned them down, we'll let you, keep the artwork. And he was like, well, it depends on how much you pay me. And apparently they paid him so well, but he did Battlestar Galactica. He did the Vampirella one, and his granddaughter, she just penciled and had another artist color in Vampirella, and they were talking about how they really didn't want her to be to have black hair. They wanted her to be blonde, and that Mr. Frazetta was like, "I'm not doing her unless she's got black hair." So they're like, "Okay, whatever you want." And then the creator was like upset because they thought he sexualized her, and Frazetta was like, "No, she looks perfect."
Wow. Gotta say hey to the wife, or else she'll yell at me.
Hey,
Rabbit J.
Yeah.
Hi, Rabbit J wife.
Wow. I was trying to look for some more.
Just put Frank Frazetta and look for the images.
Is it
Frazetta,
okay?
Frazetta.
Okay.
I mean, just look at that already. Just pick that first one. Holy crap! Look at that.
Wow. So can I get? Wow. That's that's a lot going on there.
it's cute.
Yeah. It's what?
That's good.
It's cute.
It's Fate's favorite word, cute.
Oh, you ought to see all the other ones. And, they thought he was very sexual the way he drew women's butts and men's butts and muscles and women's boobs. And he was like, if I'm going to be drawing a man,
Oh,
if I'm going to be drawing a man and a woman, they're going to have to look damn good. He said that includes butts and boobs.
hey, I like it. I like it. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, okay, if you're an Amazon running through the forest day in, day out, you're going to be tone.
It's like
Yeah.
it's got that almost that ancient Roman sculptor bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. You know what it reminds me of? Those murals on the sides of vans in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Like, that is just otherworldly. This is great. This is cool. I'm gonna have to look into him more.
Oh yeah, he's if you look up Frazetta Girls GRILS.com, his granddaughter's taken over his legacy, and it's a merch store, but you can also contact her, and they've got some really kick-ass. I mean, you ought to see some of the Conan stuff, but she said they're trying to get back where they can get the no hoopla bullcrap about doing Conan again. But
That's
the way he draws everything. I mean, just look at this stuff. If you zoom in on some of the details on the the men and the women, you ought to see all the details on their bodies. It's just like, holy crap. I mean, he knew where all the muscles were and everything. It was just, and he used turpentine and watercolors, but then they look like he really used paint. And he used it's something called might. He used some kind of other technique, and to this day people still aren't sure exactly how he, some of the stuff they're like, wow, this is real textured, but he didn't use any textured kind of medium to create the painting. He used his own techniques, and it's just incredible. I mean, just look at the stuff. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at the woman with the snake too. Look at her stomach and her curves and everything. I mean, just look at that. And then, it's just incredible. But yeah, I mean, you would fall in love with this artwork. This is just something. He was something else. I tell you what.
I don't think I'm gonna have to find like what was he just a cover artist on comics, or was he like did the full artwork through them?
He did movie posters. He did comic books. Okay. Listen to this. He drew his first thing at 3 years old. He had a comic book about a snowman published at 8 years old.
Holy crap!
8 years old. He was born in 1929. But you know, because everybody was asking, you know, how did he develop his technique? And she was like, my grandpa was just God given. And of course, you know, in the 1930s, you know, they didn't have anything to do, and he just started drawing. He had a natural ability, and by age 8, he had a comic book published, and about a snowman. And you look at it, and you're like, an 8-year-old didn't draw that, but he did. He, you know, like I said, he did. Um, Movie posters, covers for comic books, all kinds of things. People would, you know, matte paintings. It's just, he's an incredible dude.
Yeah, and I mean, some of the stuff that he's drawing, I mean, it's not just common drawings. You know, it really looks like he used his imagination with the stuff as well.
Yeah, she said it was almost like I guess like a force came through him. And see the one right there next to the horse on the right? That's Battlestar Galactica. He did the one on the right.
Okay, the space one. All right.
Yeah, the network came to him and said, you know, we've got this show, and I guess he took the look at it, and he said, yeah, I'll do 4 paintings for promotion, and it ended up being in TV guides and you know, to promote the show, and books and all kinds of stuff. And it's just, oh yeah, there's a really cool book right there for Zeta book. I had to get used ones because those other ones are expensive, you know. And look at her right there. Go see that. Look at that. Incredible. Look at her thighs, the legs, everything.
The Death Dealer is my favorite one on the horse with the axe.
Yeah,
they have his statue up here at my Dungeons and Dragons store. They have a figurine of him. He's probably about, I don't know, he's about a foot tall. It's real huge statue.
This one right here.
No, it's up. I mean, that's him. Yeah,
but, that's him.
Okay. The actual painting is up. The original.
Hey, okay. Faye. You know, they did a new version of Death Dealer comic, and it sold 50,000 copies.
Wow.
And she said that they're going to do more. And she said that she's working on a role-playing game. Hey, Bone. A role-playing game.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
And what else did she say she was working on? She hates to say much of anything in detail because it always gets jinxed. It's like the Madden thing, you know what I mean?
With the putting the guy on the cover and then he basically losing his career the next year.
I mean, I try to follow that kind of stuff, like, you know, hey, you know, keep what I'm doing private and then just show people results, because you don't want to end up being a hypocrite.
Well,
okay. So y'all were just, you know, we were just talking about it, and you know, there's number 2 of Death Dealer.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, and I wish I had gotten on the panel. I could have kicked my ass. But she's sending Jerry and the people on the panel signed copies of the Death Dealer comic book number 1.
I'm gonna have to ask my local if they can pick this up or order it and get it.
It's sweet, man. I mean, it's sweet ass stuff. And look at that. And you could sit there and stare at it for hours and look at every freaking detail on it.
I mean, I'm a sucker for good art. I mean, even some of the Marvel stuff, you know, I've read it and I don't care too much for what's going on inside the panels, but the art is great.
And that's what we was talking about earlier is this is not this style, but this is the type of artwork and writing we need today.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, look at it. It looks like a painting, and it grabs you in there. And if you got a great story, as you know, the reason why we like pop culture is because we escape from all the bullshit of the day, of the world, and you want something to take you away.
Yep. I mean, heck, man. I know some people have had a rough, you know, just this week have had a rough week. Me myself, my vehicle broke on the one good vehicle I have broke on a Friday, and I'm just really trying to forget about it.
Yeah, I hear you. And I didn't say anything, but um, a few weeks ago I was in the hospital for heart stuff, but I'm better
Oh.
now. And now I
Oh,
feel
that's good,
that's
man.
why, and I felt better to start getting on streams and chatting yesterday, and today I feel good to get on and talk. But I know what you mean. And the car, oh my gosh,
So I was reading
Lord, huh?
at a death dealer,
Mm-hmm.
and it's done by
Yeah.
the artistry is done by Steve Martino from Stranger Things, Doctor Who, and Luis Antonio Delgado, who did The Last Ronin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Last Ronin.
that's cool.
Yeah, but the first one is the one that his granddaughter has, Sarah Frazetta,
Mhm.
is his. But it it's just amazing. I'm glad we're able to turn you on to something new, because you'll enjoy the artwork. And there's even a booklet about him somewhere. You can find this relatively.
Yeah, I'm sure that I've come across his name once or twice because I go to a convention every year called Dragon Con.
Oh, do you really? How many times have you been? Because
Let's see. I think we started going in the mid 2010s, so we've been to every one since, except for obviously the one that was shut down for COVID reasons.
Well, let me know. If you got my Twitter, let me know. I'll put the Twitter in the private chat.
Okay.
If you go, because it's not that far, and it's always fun to go and meet up with people and stuff. And I know some of the people who like run the con suite. And
Oh, really?
you and her were probably there when I was there, and stuff. And they were like, "Don't buy no damn food. Come up to the con suite, and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." And
Yeah. Dude,
yeah,
I swear when we go, so we'll get up and we'll because we do a hotel like outside of the inner hotel, the 4 or 7 hotels that are there, and we'll just ride MARTA in
yeah,
to it. I mean, we found that just to be a lot easier, and kids have fun riding on the train and stuff. But we'll spend at least, so we'll get up at like 7 or 8, and then we'll spend the next 2 hours looking for food, and we won't actually start doing anything until almost 11 or 12.
yeah.
And it's still fun for us because I love going and walking around and seeing everything.
Yeah, and I got to get some. I one year they gave me a special, I guess the special colored lanyard that the staff has
Oh
as
yeah.
as a as a thank you for all the stuff I did for them. And it just blew me away. Even behind the scenes, it's like, holy crap, and all the stars were nice. I got to meet Edward James Olmos, Tahoma Petty, the Battlestar Galactica people. And back in the day, I got to meet Richard Hatch from Battlestar Galactica. And what was her name? She was in Superman and Lois, not Superman and Lois, but the other one. She played Kat. Well, anyway, I got to meet a bunch of actresses, and I even pissed off Tracy Lords.
What?
You know Tracy Lords.
The name sounds familiar. What did she do?
Prawn.
Well, she did what?
Prawn.
Yeah. Well, she was an adult actress underage and got busted by the FBI, and then she became on 90210. I mean, not 90210, Melrose Place. She did First Wave, and then that other one, Fate Said. And she thought I was, and it was right during the controversy. And she thought, she was like, "You're not supposed to be in here with cameras." And I'm like, "Look," I said, "I know who you are," but I said, "You know what? I got a special badge." And then one of the people that was managing the area said, yeah, he can do what he wants. Let him stuff. And she's like, he's not going to take my picture of my face. No telling what he's going to do with my photograph of my face. And I said, look, we've already seen everything else that God gave you. What do you think that I'm going to do with your face? And she said, you bitch. And she sent over one of her bodyguards to grab my arm. And I started saying, this man is touching my penis inappropriately.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
Help me. Help me. And she just, she called me a bitch. And I mean, but
wow.
It's true. I said, you know, your movies are still out there. Even I've seen what you have. And you did one after you were age 18 for the money. So I said, who are you talking to about what's going to do with your face? She just looked at me like, bitch.
Dude, check out this freaking Vampirella.
Yeah,
I got something back here.
Yeah, I knew. I had some when I was a kid, and trust me, I read that comic book from page to page to page until they started sticking.
Yeah. Oh,
TMI.
Right, but I'm just, you know, y'all got me kind of on the art right now, and like, wow,
blow up Fate. Let's see that.
How do I do that again? Can I do that? No, I can't do that. No,
you blew yourself up.
No.
All right, never mind.
How?
Oh my God, what's going on?
Hang on.
These are actually more recent, but like I love all that type of fantasy, that like high fantasy.
There we go.
Yeah, put that back up, Fate, please. Thank you.
I've got a few more back.
Oh, the Red Sonjas.
But I just like that type of fantasy. I mean, it's the high fantasy, you know. I mean, to be honest with you, my entrance into fantasy was actually, it shouldn't have been, but it was actually the Schwarzenegger Barbarian Conan movies.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like 4 when I first remember watching those.
Those are cool books. You got Fate.
Thanks, man. And Beastmaster with Mark Singer and all them.
Oh yeah, Beastmaster Sword and Sorcery.
Yeah. So yeah,
and Hercules. Even though Lou Ferrigno, I just got Hercules and Hercules 2 on Blu-ray from Shout Factory, and they did a really good job of making it really crisp and sharp. I love all that stuff. And Beastmaster,
but because of those movies were so good, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings really wasn't I'm talking about the trilogy movie. They really weren't like source material oriented, but it drove a whole bunch of people to go back to the source material. And that's what happened with the Conan movies with me as a kid. I got really interested in fantasy, and then I discovered Frank Frazetta as a kid and all that artistry. There's also another guy that's very similar artistry.
Is he the Star Wars dude? Ralph McQuarrie?
No, but what's cool is that like the Frank Frazetta stuff is also got a similar look to the Mandalorian artistry at the end of the. That's what that reminds me of, is that type of artistry.
And it's very. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I love that. It looks very historic looking.
Yeah. It just really conjures up in me because playing Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s, stuff like that. And that just, we would use those pictures a lot for our characters. And Boris Vallejo.
Okay. Yes, Boris.
Yeah, he's another.
That's another one. Fate. You should look. I mean, 66. You should look up. I forgot your real name, 66. But anyway,
I'm Matt. Yeah, everyone just walks all over me. Who was it? What was it? Fate?
Boris Vallejo. It's Boris.
Boris.
And then Vallejo.
I think I did that wrong. You said Boris?
Yeah, Boris. Boris. Val.
Oh. Bal.
Lejo.
Jo.
Yeah, Vallejo.
Ah, I was doing the English thing of putting an H there.
Both of those artists, Boris Vallejo and Vallejo and Frank Frazetta, are very. They conjure up in me my childhood, and I know they date my childhood, but
Yeah, they do have similar, but those are the top two for that kind of stuff in my mind.
yeah,
I mean, just look at that.
yeah. They did a lot of covers for books and stuff.
He looks to have a more grittier style than Facchetti. Like it though.
Yeah, look at that one with the Pegasus source.
Yeah. Dude, this is like so heavy metal.
yeah, that too. It really conjures up all that feeling of from in me.
Did you watch that movie, Heavy
Oh, yeah.
Metal?
Yeah, I tried to watch Heavy Metal 2000. Holy crap, it's so bad. It's so bad.
You need a few drinks. You might be better.
I might need a few hits off of something first.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, like I don't know. It's like, you know, I'd never watched heavy metal and I rented it and instantly I started liking it. But then Heavy Metal 2000, I don't know. It's like I got 15, 20 minutes in and I had to turn it off. I was checked out. I was done because it wasn't the same. Like, I guess I was expecting the same movie.
And look at that third one, the red one with the man and the woman laying down. Look at that one.
Nice.
Yeah, he is a little grittier.
Yeah, almost like he's possibly studied anatomy a little more and does a more rigid style, like more closer to real life.
Yeah.
I like it though.
Because
like,
isn't it cool?
Yeah.
I just started getting in back into that, and that's why I got the Hercules, but also started getting the Steve Reeves movies. Even though they're cheesy as hell, they're the Swords and Sandal movies. I've been collecting those lately. And what's that one called? Hawk?
Oh, yeah. Hawk Moon.
Hawk. Yeah. Hawk the Slayer.
Something like that. Yeah. Hawk Slayer, something like that.
Y'all are kind of out of my realm right now. I'm looking at art and appreciating it.
So yeah, that just reminded me of another one. There's another artist. I think his name's Brahm.
Brahm.
I think he did like Elric of Melnibane. Art of Brahm. BROM.
BROM.
BROM. No, that's not it.
We don't need to be showing my search history.
Not when your wife is on there. Hello, wife.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
She knows.
Oh yeah, it is Brahm. Yeah, BROM.
BROM.
Yeah, it's more of a goth. I remember. Let's see, what was the Dungeons and Dragons campaign? BROM. You can just put like artist or. Yeah, there you go. I remember there's a campaign world in Dungeons and Dragons, sort of like it's called Sun, something Sun. Not Rising Sun. It's like a desert planet, wasteland planet.
I think he's done some art for
see, there's Conan. There's Conan
Magic.
right there.
Which one?
Go back.
Up
right
top.
there.
Yeah,
Really?
on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Conan.
Yeah. I think he's done some art for Magic the Gathering.
He probably has. Or, I don't know.
Because this looks very similar to some of the, like I used to collect some of the Magic the Gathering cards just because of the art, regardless of if they were good.
There's Elric on the left. The white hair.
Yeah, go back down.
This one right here.
Yeah, you have his comic.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've got those. I've got those two that you
That's
sent
how.
me.
Yeah, that's how old Elric is. He's from the 70s, 80s.
Oh wow.
And the cards back in the day, they almost look like, so fancy. They almost look like gold-plated cards,
Yeah.
There's Elric again.
Wow. I am impressed.
Now you're starting to get into some of the stuff that I recognize, like a lot of heads.
I like that. That's wild.
Okay, that doll is creepy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, some of this ain't Brahm, but you have to read the heading. But
Look at the one in the middle with the wings, and that's a girl, right?
I am assuming. And y'all are like making me want to take some of this to my tattoo artist and be like, "Hey, can you do this?"
Yeah, he did D&D art. What's the name of that? Rising Sun. What's the name of the sun? Yeah, this is Dark Sun.
Okay.
He did the Dark Sun stuff when I was a kid. That was a campaign that you could get, and he did the artistry for it. So very conjures up a lot of stuff for me. Looking at
it's so cool to look at this stuff and really look back, because I'll tell you, there was times that video game art, or when stuff they actually paid artists to do stuff, I never think about it. I just throw away the boxes and just, hey, the entertainment's in the game. No, somebody's spent days, weeks working on this stuff, and they're trying to tell a simple story in a piece of artwork.
Oh, goodbye, Rabbit J. I'm on my phone, so I can't respond.
Yeah, get out of here. Don't need you around.
and then a more modern, like a clean artist. I'm sure I'm just going out. I don't know a lot like of artists, but like Todd Lockwood is a more modern, probably 20 years, 30 years. These guys are 40, 50, in the 60 80s. Years. Todd Lockwood started in the late 90s, I think, when he really got.
Okay, that face looks familiar.
So he did the Drizzt books.
Oh, okay.
Drizzt Steward, the Dark Elf.
Wow.
He's done a lot of Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, sometimes the game box is art in itself.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This was a pain in the ass. This was a character in Magic, and he was a pain in the freaking ass when people played him. Hated this motherfucker. Liked the art though. Oh, he did that one too. Okay.
Yeah, he's very prominent in the Wizards of the Coast Circle. Early.
The crappy thing is Wizards does not pay their artists anything near what they should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was back 20 years ago. They probably did a little bit better. There's just Drizzt right there on the left. See how the Dark Elf's underneath all them giants at the bottom? Yeah. He just carved a path through them, basically.
Dang.
That's Drizzt Steward, and he's got like 30 books and since the 80s. There he is. And his cat.
Cool.
He's a Dark Elf Ranger.
Dude, you're so making me actually want to read.
Oh, I recommend. Actually, dude, I tell you what, I have Drizzt Steward's. I get you a fast forward. Here's his comic graphic.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
the first. It's the. I've got the.
Hang
first-
on.
Yeah. So this
I-
is
I-
Todd. This is Todd Lock, I think, right here.
Wow. All in one book. I love the
Yeah.
all in ones.
So this is the first.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first three. And the second. So this is two trilogies, condensed into graphic novel form.
Wow. Look how
from
gorgeous the
IDW.
covers.
Yeah. Very good art. Actually, Astro does not like fantasy at all, but because I gave him yeah, he doesn't like fantasy. He'll play Magic, but that's about as far as he goes.
Okay.
But because I gave him he wanted to build a Drit Stewart deck based on the Dungeons & Dragons character, I had him read this graphic novel, which is basically Drit Stewart story.
Dude, that is like Viking metal.
So if you want to read Drit Stewart, and you can pick up, he's got 2 graphic novels.
Oh, they're done by IDW too.
Yep.
And the colors pop so well.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Very good story. Drit Stewart, and I was surprised they passed up the chance to make. If he was to make a Dungeons & Dragons movie, he'd probably be the one to do. He's the most popular Dungeons & Dragons character.
They are trying so hard to get one of those movies off the ground, and I don't know why it's so hard to do a high fantasy movie like that. And just I don't know. It's weird.
People thinking that their idea is the best.
I guess. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, it's high fantasy. You throw them in a dungeon. You have somebody that can act the villain, and that.
I haven't seen any real. Are there any Dungeon and Dragon figures? I mean,
there's a few, I think.
I'm looking for something new to get into. And yesterday on Brandon, the Anime Guys channel, he showed Gargoyle Ghost.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Goblin Slayer.
Yes. Oh my god.
No, I got that.
You got that
right here.
Oh my god. I'm peaked. I want to watch it now because what the clip he showed, I was like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, they don't hold
to doing whatever the fuck that was.
Oh
wow.
No. Yeah, you got to fix that now.
Yeah, I don't even know how. Anyways,
find out who it was.
Open mic, man. Open mic. If I knew who it was, they'd be banned.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, if you need to take care of it, I can split too.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to bounce and private the stream and fix that. Wow.
I missed it. I had to go back and look. I just saw it. Wow. That's
can't have anything nice, right?
Nope. And we have this, you guys are, I love you guys. You guys are really smart, and I learn a lot of new things to get into, and I've enjoyed myself on this stream.
That's cool, Gab.
And then some idiot had to freaking ruin it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you guys.
I'll let y'all plug real quick because I'll private the stream and then just re-upload it.
Yeah, I just plug in Nate Dogg's channel, man. Check it out. He's just starting out, his childhood friend, and he's got like predator skulls, and he hunts arrowheads, and he pulls them out of the ground and stuff. He's got some lightsabers. It's pretty cool.
All right, man. Gap, what you got, man?
I just got my little toy short channel. It's Gap Stargate, and that's about it. I do, whenever I feel good, I do little short videos of stuff I have. And I would like to plug Channel 66 channel. You guys got to watch him because he's freaking awesome.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all. And anyone still watching, please do feel free to check out the other content that I put up throughout the week. We do the open mic every Sunday as of right now, unless I keep getting crap like that. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put it to an end because I'm not willing to get banned for that kind of stuff. But Saturdays are fun. Go and check out the stream from yesterday. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and if you just go to invitation, I love being on here. So, maybe just go in invitation so you know who's coming in.
That might end up be having what I have to do.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt.
All right, guys, y'all have a good Saturday and a good or Sunday and a good rest of the week. And I'm going to be out.
Later.
Later.